What's going on, guys? Today I'll be talking about how I got my start in cybersecurity. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Henri. Call me HD. Welcome to the first episode of Techno Chatter, man. Appreciate it. If you made it to this video, that means you're interested in how I got my start in my career. You're looking into how to get into cybersecurity, information technology, resumes, you name it. And so you made it to the right spot. So if you made this far, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you be notified when I'm dropping new information. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. I'm gonna leave that in because it's funny. My name is Henri. I have around 7 years the IT cybersecurity experience now. To give you a little bit of my background, I got my bachelor's in computer information systems from Louisiana Tech in 2013. I received my master's in technology management from the University of Dallas in 2018. I have a SEC Plus, and now I have a CompTIA CYSA Plus. So those are my credentials. So if you want to look me up and look up what companies I worked at, please check me out on LinkedIn. It will be in the description below. Now, guys, moment you've been waiting for. How did I get my start? So to backtrack a little bit, I won't cover too much of why I chose my major. I might do a video on that another time. The summer before I graduated from LA Tech, a good mentor of mine advised me to get the Security Plus. So I also want to tell you guys, when I did that Security Plus, that was better than almost 3 years of schooling I did for my major, because it was way more informational to me, let me know the field that I wanted to go into, because it was also specializing. It was broad but specializing to show me different things in information security. So once I got that, I knew I want to be a security analyst. I want to be part of the blue team. But in 2013, the cybersecurity landscape, especially where I was at, I was in Louisiana and I was trying to move, but eventually I went back to Shreveport to work. So the landscape in 2013 is nowhere near the landscape it is in 2020, and I'm a testament to that. So needless to say, my first position was not a security position. My first position was a service desk position, and I was a government contractor for TSA. And yes, TSA are Travel Security Administration. I don't know, I'm messing that up. I'm gonna put the right thing right here. But anyways, it's around 60, 70,000 people. So we supported that many people. And so we supported the screeners, the federal air marshals, and a lot of the high up positions that you guys don't even know when it's involving to your travel in all these big airports. And I've talked to all type of people from like JFK, LaGuardia Airport, DFW, LAS. So yeah, I talked to a lot of those guys, and I did that role. Everybody knows if you've been in IT, help desk is really a high turnover job, because a lot of us are taking that position to go to another one. So having said all that, I did that role for 2 years. And within those 2 years, I had times where I was trying to get out of help desk. One time I was just trying to go to a different department because I was tired of talking to people, and workplace politics shut that down. And I'm gonna do a video on workplace politics because it's ridiculous. By the time 2016 rolled around, I had had enough. I really did. I'm grateful for what I learned in help desk, because it gave me a lot of skills that a lot of some of my cybersecurity peers don't have, because they didn't start off as help desk. So from documentation, handling tickets, email etiquette, and being thorough with just some small things that you take for granted really helped me set myself apart from my competition as I kept moving on up. So after that, I was trying to get in the DFW area. That area was pretty hot at the time. Everybody's moving there. They had tech companies moving there, and people were getting all type of jobs. So I finally landed one in 2016. It was like June of 2016, so summertime. So yes, I've technically been in DFW area for around 4 years now, and it wasn't technically a security position. I actually landed a knock role. And for you that don't know, a knock is it depends on where you work at. Our knock was fairly simple. We monitor transactions to make sure companies like our company that we supported, they weren't losing money. If a connection went down, that meant they were losing money by the second, and they don't want to see that. They want to have as much money as possible. That was in the payment card industry as well. But if you work in a knock, you're doing that, you're monitoring that, you're sounding an alarm basically saying, hey, they see this connection going down, something's wrong. Call the client, call the ISP, and fix it, figure out what's going on. And that's pretty much what you did. So I had a lot of downtime in that role. That role is actually how I ended up going back to grad school, because I was working weekends and I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and just not do anything. I'm gonna make the most of my time. So I did that. And so while at that role, I only took that role just to leave Shreveport Bossier. So I was only there probably 7 to 8 months. So while at that role, I was applying and having different interviews as well. And this one time I applied to a position at one of the larger known names in the tech industry. I would not reveal any of the names of the companies I had worked for or work for now. But if you check my LinkedIn, you probably see who I work for. Now, having said all that, I applied for a job, and normally when you apply for jobs, they will say, hey, do you want to be sent alerts for talent acquisition when we're doing hiring events or new jobs on the way into that. So I was doing that for just about every job because I wanted to be notified of the jobs that I was specifically looking for. So it just so happens that they have an event going on, and I get an email and they say, hey, do you want to come to our hiring event? And I'm like, of course. Matter of fact, when that hiring event was going on, they had an event at my job that day where it was like some company thing where they wanted everybody to be there. I left that to go to this hiring event because I was determined to break into this field. I didn't get this Sec Plus for no reason. I mean, guys, if you're out there looking at this right now, just because you get a security cert does not mean you will get the position. I know that's what some people tell you. It is not true. So I got there, talked to who I needed to talk to for the roles I wanted to, and I was able to basically talk to them with pretty much, besides Sec Plus, no real security experience. I was able to let them know about my jobs in the past and how they related to cybersecurity. So I did that very well. So guys, if you're struggling with that and with interviews or something like that, and you don't have a lot of security experience, you can always try to figure out a way how to relate what type of cybersecurity principles you would use in your current job at the moment. So doing all that, I made a good impression. I sent some follow-up emails, and the manager reached out to me and said, hey, I want to set up an interview, whatever time. So it's right after Christmas, December 2016. I do an interview with them, and it seems like it goes well, and I don't hear anything for a while. So I sent a follow-up maybe late January, early February, and all I know is, I kid you not, I was playing ball one day, LA Fitness, and I got the email. It was like, hey, this is so-and-so manager from XYZ. I want to know when's the earliest you can come in to meet and talk with me. I told him, I said, hey, I can come right now. And he talked, he said, so when can you start? I said, today if you want me to. So that was good. So around March 2017 is when I finally started my career. So think about that, guys, who, it's a little bit different now, but if you have been struggling, don't feel like you're the only one. It took me years. So I graduated basically 2013 and didn't really get the role I wanted until almost 4 years later. So just hold on in there. The role that's meant for you is going to come for you. So I get this role, and best and worst things that happened to me. Best thing because it put me in my field, and once you get like a year of security experience, you're in there because you have a year. A lot of people that are trying to be you don't have the year. So, and even though I was only there a year, it felt like 2.5 years. What happened is the company started up their own SOC within the company, and they pretty much didn't know what they were doing. So I learned basically everything not to do with a SOC, and that pretty much has helped me in my career now. So I was with those guys for about a year, and then I got laid off. And guys, layoffs are terrible, but they happen to all of us. And most of the time, we don't see it because we're going through a layoff. But the layoff pretty much sometimes leads you into a better position. I'll just keep it like that. So I spent a couple of months laid off, and then the company I'm at now, one of the directors at the time over the project reached out to me, and we interviewed. That went well. He wanted to hire me, and I came on, and this was 2018. So 2018, I came on to this role. I'm in a different role now, but I'm in the same company I'm at now, and this has been by far my best experience right now. Remember how I told you guys about my help desk experience and about me working at the bad SOC? Well, combine them two things really helped me shine, because with my background, I was able to point out things. Because basically, let me slow down and bring it back for you guys. So we had a project where we were taking over from somebody else for a new client. So normally when that happens in our industry, that means you're starting from scratch and there's not a lot of documentation to go off of. So when that happened, I was able to notice so many issues that we had within our documentation that I got noticed quickly. Within 2 to 3 months, I got noticed from my leadership internally and the leadership for the client, because I was coming in. I was working nights at the time, guys, and let me remind you, when you work nights, people really don't care about night guys. But I made it my mission for them to know me, because every day I was coming in, I said, hey, this is so and so, I saw this issue, we need to fix this. Hey, we need to fix this. This isn't right. We could work more efficiently if we had XYZ. So guys, if you want to stand out in any role, please go in to figure out how you can make your manager's job easier, and also how you can work more efficiently. Them two things right there will set you apart from everybody. You're gonna have the people that just go with the status quo, and then you're gonna have the go-getters. Be a go-getter, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the opportunity you get, everybody doesn't get it. It's people that want your job right now. If you're in my career field, it's people that want your job right now. It's people that squander it. So doing that led me be from a regular threat analyst to now I'm a senior level analyst in my company. And I still do the similar things now, but I'm actually not technically over, like the level ones don't report to me, but I have a higher ranking than them. I talk more with management because I do more managerial things, as well as if a level one can't handle something, then I'm the next escalation path and I handle the alerts. And it's pretty good, man. I'm still climbing. Eventually after this, I may go into management. I possibly want to be a director one day. I'm still learning. I'm thinking about changing my CISM and to keep on progressing, because you have to keep on progressing. In this field, stuff changes all the time. We're in cloud. We're gonna have the Internet of Things, and it's gonna be more and more opportunities for people, regular people like you that's watching this, to get into this field. So tune into the channel, because I'm going to make sure that I can help people with the foreseeable new landscape of cybersecurity, because there's going to be a ton of jobs coming available, and it's not going to be enough workforce for them to get hired. So the issue is going to be is who they're going to hire and who's going to be willing to learn, to put in the work, to be a good cybersecurity professional. I appreciate you guys. If you made it to the end of the video, please share this on your social media. Leave comments, give me feedback. If you feel like I left something out or something you want to know more about in detail, get at me in the comments, man. Also, check me out on my Instagram at tech_chatter. And I appreciate you, man. I'm out.